It's Christmas season and all One Piece characters have sent their wish list straight to Santa. And Luffy? Yeah, his wish is obviously meat. Some of you might have thought he'd wish for the One Piece, but I mean, come on. Do you even know Luffy? Because if you do, then you know how obsessed this guy is with meat. He daydreams about it, talks about it non-stop, and straight up drools over just the thought of meat. I mean, if you're just holding a piece of meat, Luffy will literally just grab it out of your hand and eat it. So if Santa's handing out wishes, Luffy will obviously wish for meat, and he'll literally be the happiest guy ever. Next up, we've got Nami. And yeah, she wishes for money. I mean, this girl will do just about anything for some berries. And I mean anything. Like she once literally flashed the entire crew and then immediately charged them 100,000 berries each for what they just saw. And I mean, you can't look this good and have these nice clothes and dresses without a lot of berries to buy them with. But she wouldn't just spend all the crew's money. No, she's the crew's treasurer for a reason. She pays for the food, supplies, repairs, everything. Because let's be real, the rest of the crew are not very responsible when it comes to money. You just know Luffy would spend all their berries on meat. So yeah, Nami loves luxury, nice clothes, and living comfortably. But she also literally keeps the crew alive with their berries. Another Straw Hat we gotta talk about is Brook. And Brook's wish for Christmas is obviously Nami's panties. Yeah, Brook has literally asked to see Nami's panties like 100 times. And every single time he either gets punched or kicked in the head. Still, no matter how many bumps in his head he gets, he'll never stop asking to see her panties. So now that he can get them from Santa, he's gonna be so happy. I mean, he literally turned red when Shaggy told her what color her panties were. And I didn't know Bones could even blush. Anyway, let's instead talk about Nico Robin. And if there's one thing she'd wish for, it's a poneglyph. Robin is obsessed with uncovering the world's secrets. So getting her hands on another poneglyph would be huge. It'd push her even closer to learning the truth about the Void Century, the Ancient Kingdom, and everything the world government is desperately trying to hide. Now we've got Sanji, and this guy wants to get the clear fruit. Yep, Sanji obviously wants to be invisible. Why though? Well, because if he's invisible, then he could finally peek at Nami and Robin when they are bathing. Because now, whenever he tries to peek at them, he literally just gets a thunder strike right in the face. But now that he's invisible, that means he can peek without getting hit. Honestly though, he'd probably die from this gift. Yep, if he sees Nami and Robin in the bath, he'll literally lose so much blood from his nosebleeds that he'll literally just die. But being a creep is actually not the only reason he wants this fruit. No, it's actually also because he wants to be able to literally hide from his family, so his father can't ever destroy his life anymore. But yeah, he would just use his invisibility to peek at the girls every day. Talking about Sanji, we obviously gotta talk about Zoro. And what he truly wishes for Christmas is not swords, it's sake. Yeah, a Christmas without sake for Zoro is no Christmas at all. I mean, this guy has a bottle with him at all times. He seriously loves it so much that he'd honestly rather die than to stop drinking. But honestly, there's one more thing Zoro desperately wants for Christmas. Google Maps. Yup, we all know how insanely bad this guy's sense of direction is. I mean, if you seriously end up in different animes, then you absolutely have the worst sense of direction in all of anime. But if he had Google Maps, he'd always know his way. Yeah, he'd be straight up unstoppable, as he'd always be on time in fights and never get lost anymore. But what does Chopper wish for? Well, he, of course, wants cotton candy. I mean, his nickname is Cotton Candy Chopper for a reason. And sure, he loves everything that's sweet, but cotton candy is obviously his favorite. Like if he's angry, just give him some cotton candy, and he'd go straight back to being this cute raccoon dog. Alright, quick pause though. Am I crazy, or did Oda actually make Chopper's favorite treat cotton candy instead of lollipops, cake, or any other sweet thing because it looks like the cherry blossoms Hiriluk and Kuriha made on Drum Island? Or am I just overthinking it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, back to the video. And next up, we've got Franky. And this guy obviously wants cola. Sure, you might think he'd ask for some fancy new upgrades on the Sunny, but nope, he only wants cola. I mean, if he doesn't get his daily cola, he will literally shut down. Yeah, his cyborg body literally runs on cola. But not only that though, this guy obviously loves to drink it as well. Alright, moving on from the Straw Hats for a second, we gotta talk about Shanks. And this guy wants one thing and one thing only for Christmas. and that's a second arm. Now, Shanks is already insanely overpowered with just one arm, literally one-shotting Kid and fighting 1v1 versus Kaido. Now imagine if this guy had 2 arms. Yeah, he'll literally take down anyone. Moving on to Bartolomeo, and he wishes for a spend a day with the Straw Hats card. Yup, Bardo is the biggest Straw Hat fanboy. He literally worships the Straw Hats and sees Luffy as his one true god. Like, if you create a pirate crew that's basically just a Straw Hat fan club, you're easily their biggest fan. He even goes around and burns other crews' Jolly Rogers and puts up the Straw Hats. Because for Bardo, the only pirate crew in the world that should exist is the Straw Hats. So he would obviously want to spend a whole day with them. I mean, even if he just gets to sit on the sunny and watch them, he's gonna have the best day of his life. And yeah, he's literally gonna be watching them while they sleep, just completely admiring them. Someone else who wishes for a card for Christmas is Trafalgar Law, as he wants a day at the spa card. Yup, this guy just wants to spend a whole day relaxing with no idiots and no chaos. I mean, he's been spending a lot of time with Luffy, and he seriously almost lost his mind. Plus, he's been fighting emperors, almost died by both Doflamingo and Big Mom, literally lost his arm, although he put it back on, emotionally crushed, and oh yeah, he literally almost died again by Blackbeard. So yep, this guy seriously just needs to relax somewhere all alone, and he really deserves it. Next up, Boa Hancock, and she obviously wishes to marry Luffy. We all already know that Hancock loves Luffy and wants nothing more than to be his wife. I mean, she's literally risked everything for him, like helping him sneak into Impel Down and protecting him at Marineford. But she did all this because she wanted to, as she's completely obsessed with him, like she blushes when hearing his name and literally daydreams of marrying him. But the best thing she did for him? Yeah, that was giving him a mountain of meat. So if Santa could fulfill her wish, she would be the happiest woman in the world. She would be by Luffy's side all the time and just constantly blushing. And if someone dares to hurt him, you already know Hancock's gonna fly in and kick them in the face. Another pirate we gotta talk about is Katakuri, and this guy wishes for donuts. Even though this guy is this super scary sweet commander of the Big Mom Pirates who can take down almost anyone with his insanely powerful future sight, he actually loves donuts. Yeah, the moment he sees donuts, he literally sneaks away to eat them like a little kid. He seriously loves donuts more than anything in the world, and if he doesn't get his daily donuts, he seriously gets depressed. Alright, now let's talk about Aokiji, because this man absolutely needs a motorcycle. We've all seen Kuzan casually riding his bicycle across the ocean by freezing the water in front of him like it's nothing. But here's the thing, he actually stopped using the bike. Yup, instead, he started traveling with Camel, the super penguin who can swim forever. Problem is, Camel dipped to chase the dream of finding the perfect shaved ice, so now Kuzan's left without a ride. So honestly, a motorcycle fits him perfectly. Same chill vibes, but way faster, as he could still freeze the ocean into an ice highway and just cruise across the seas in style. Alright, moving on, we've got Mihawk. And all this guy wants for Christmas is a worthy swordsman to fight. Mihawk is just too strong for any swordsman, so he's just straight up super bored right now. Like he doesn't even want to fight Shanks since he lost his arm and can't give him a real challenge anymore. So that's why he's training Zoro, so he might challenge him to a real fight in the future. And although I would love to watch these two fight, I think it's a little too early for Zoro to fight him. But what do you think? So anyway, this guy really just wants to fight a swordsman who is worthy of his time. Anyway, next up we've got Marco, and this guy wishes for a pineapple. I'm sorry, that was a low blow from me. So instead, let's talk about Carrot. And this girl wants a carrot. Okay, that was the last one. So yeah, let's just forget about that and move on to Bonnie. And this girl first obviously would have wished to reunite with her father, or well, father figure Kuma. But since she's now finally reunited with him, she now wants pizza. I mean, we literally see her eat pizza even when she's fighting or on the run. So just like how obsessed Luffy is with meat, that's how obsessed Bonnie is with pizza. So yep, she of course wishes for more pizza. But moving on, let's talk about Big Mom. And this woman obviously wants sweets. Yeah, this monster loves sweets more than anything. Like, do you really want to know how much she loves sweets? Well, as a kid, she literally ate her friends because she was so lost in how much she loved eating semla. We've also seen her straight up kill her own child for standing in the way of her eating cake. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain more why she obviously wishes for sweets. Next up, let's talk about Pudding, and all she wants is a little kiss from Sanji. Yeah, Pudding is super in love with him, although her ways of showing it can be, well, pretty weird. Still, remember before Sanji and the crew escaped from Big Mom's territory? She finally worked up the courage to kiss him, but then she immediately erased his memory of the kiss. Why? Because she genuinely believes she doesn't deserve him. Even now, Pudding still thinks Sanji is way too good for her, but she really wants to kiss him. So that's what she truly wishes for this Christmas. And knowing Sanji, he would obviously want to kiss her. Now, last but definitely not least, we've got Usopp. And this guy wants a sniper rifle. I mean, do I even need to tell you why? I know, he's already an insanely good sniper with his Kabuto, but with a rifle, he would be even better. He'd be seeing enemies from miles away and drop them before they even know what hit them. So with a rifle, he might actually not be that useless anymore. So, that's what every One Piece character wishes for Christmas. But what do you wish for? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and Merry Christmas!